into on this. What's today? Freaky Friday? Freaky Friday. You already know we at work decided to hop on, chop it up with individuals, see what the talk of the town is going down, the word on the curb. You heard me? You already know we right here at work. It was a beautiful day here in Southern California. Lovely day to be out and about and, living life. So if you're out there, make sure to always be aware of your surroundings and be trucha with the carucha. Because you never know. Should be getting, active and loked out over here. What's cracking like in Jose? Oh, Chicano Malo's definitely up in the building. ¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Qué rollos? ¿Qué dice la buena vida? A toda madre un desmadre. ¿Chelando? ¿O qué pedo? You already know we're chilling. Aquí nomás como esclavo, ya saben. Alex Jones, mom, what's cracking like in, my boy? Payday, that's right. Time to get the Skrilla illa. The bacon, the cheddar. Watching Friday about to crack a natural ice. Eso es todo, carnal. I feel you. Some Jason. Old school classics. Back when they used to be good, huh? Then ya salieron con un chingo de pendejadas. Like Jason in Outer Space. Que no mamen los güeyes. What is it? What was that one? Jason X? Or Friday X? Or whatever the fuck they wanted to call it. Se pasan, ¿no? Los güeyes. Hijo de su madre. Got a smile on my face today, but seeing this show made it go away. Ah, sorry, bro. Yeah, I tend to have that effect on people. My bad. I'll tell you what. Stand, upside down and look in the mirror, and you might actually see a smile. So, have you truly lost it? My boy's busting Shawn Michaels. Lost his smile. Didn't they have a Friday movie where it was Jason versus Freddy? Wait, did I watch that one? Oh, I think I did. I think I didn't like it. I think it was... Wait, did they even fight in that movie, or was puro pedo? They probably fought once. It was a good idea, but with a whack-ass delivery. You look like from this angle. Serio? Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, Jesus, him on the way of the truth and the life. No man coming to the Father, but Firme. They should have made Chucky versus the Leprechaun, if anything. Or no, Chucky versus Annabelle, no? Because like some of these horror movies that they make nowadays are whack. Like that fucking, what's that shit called? The fucking Paranormal Activity. That shit was fucking whack as fuck, bro. Fucking chair moves to the left slightly and it's supposed to be scary. I always like how the whole premise of the whole ghost shit never makes any sense at all. Like, So they have the ability to be launching chairs, tables, dishes, cups, but yet they don't like lift a person up, right? And why does it always have to be done at night or at a certain time or when there's nobody around? If their whole point is to scare people. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And like all that power and ability, and that's what they're gonna choose to do with their power, to move a chair slightly to the left. Yeah. Like, what the fuck would be the purpose of that, bro? People are goofy. Like, you give them all that ability and give them the most stupid ass plots to do with it. It's like Superman having all those superpowers, right? But he chooses just to be like saving a cat or fucking um, putting air in a tire. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, I was a ghost. Why would a ghost be doing all that shit? Why would it be doing all of that for? Like, because it wants us out of the house. Bro, if it really wants you out of the house, bro, it would make this table move right now in front of everybody, and I guarantee you everybody would start running if that was the case. But it is done at the corner of your eye or when you're leaving the room? The fuck? Well, if they want you out of the house, they're sure doing a fucking whack job about it. They must be stupid as fuck then. Yeah, they claim they're intelligent. I'm telling you, brothers, if you ever give just the smallest, thought to these people's stories, you're just like left scratching your head, like, what? That shit doesn't make any sense whatsoever, bro. Now, if you were to be a believer, I understand, right? Because when you're a believer, you don't question anything. Why would you question it, right? So the least questions you ask, the chances of the story falling apart is, So it's crazy. But overall, that's just my opinion. That's just my rant on that. A Happy Meal, please. One Happy Meal? Why, bro? That shit's expensive as fuck, but you might as well just get another combo. Nomás porque viene con el little toy. Pinche toy de Dollar Tree. Now, there's people that collect fucking like McDonald's fucking shit. That's worth money. I'm just like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Have you watched? Is that the one with that clown? No, the black and white one, right? That it's the gory one, no? Yeah, but see, that's not scary. That's mostly just like it's like grotesque, bro. It's just like a whole lot of blood and guts and everything. But it's not really scary, right? It's just like, I guess, disgusting. I guess, right? It's like not really terrifying. It's just the gore of things. It's kind of like sickening, if anything. I like Insidious was pretty good. I thought that one was pretty good. Pero now ya se pasan de verga. Huh? There was this one movie that they came out with, a horror movie, right? Is this one? It's not Annabelle, but it's another fucking. I don't know if it's a doll or a robot or whatever, but she could hack into computers and she kills people. What the fuck? Forgot the name of that movie. But she does like a little dance and shit like that, and that shit just became goofy, bro. It's like there's that viral moment people wanna. From Diddy's verse. Diddy's verse? Diddy's right now thinking about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber about to throw Diddy under the bus? He's like, fuck that, homie. I'm gonna tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Like, he's only gonna say what people have already been knowing for a while. Payday, that's right. Dre Day only met Easy's Payday. Yeah, it's pretty entertaining. Yeah, that one is interesting though, cause that clown is fucking a trip. You know which one you should watch? That's a really good one that I recommend. Um, Heretic. I think that's the name of it. I think it's called Heretic. That one's good. That's my type of movie. That's the kind of shit I like. Something that makes you think. That's a pretty good movie, in my personal opinion. I thought that shit was pretty good. I like the whole concept and all of that. They say no because I am Harry and have a. I said no because I'm Harry. Oh. Have you seen the movie about the killer tire? No, but I wouldn't be surprised if that actually existed nowadays. I wouldn't doubt it. The killer tire is a fucking Autobot. Oh no, are they the bad guys or the good guys? I forget which ones were the bad ones. I'm back. What up? What's crying legging? What's up, bro? Chilling, carnal. What are your thoughts on JB and Selena Gomez relationship? I really don't even know who the fuck. I don't know who JB is, and Selena Gomez is. Who the fuck? Is she the Disney character person? I think my daughter has mentioned her to me. I'm not too sure. Did you hear about the other plane crash in Pennsylvania? It was a small plane with two people. Crashed, also killed a few people on the ground, destroyed houses. Happens just a few hours ago. Nah, I haven't. But you hear about incidents like that actually a lot. When it comes to like people's own private like airplanes, private little jets and shit like that. You hear about them crashing a shitload actually, right? I mean, it never makes like the mainstream media news, right? But you hear that actually happen a lot, bro. People, who are not really all that, experienced in piloting planes, but just because they could afford it, right? They decide to fly their airplane and just fucking crash that shit. But it actually happens it actually happens more than people think it does. And it's like, what the fuck? Shadow Cubole carnal. What's cracking like in my boy? Que dice la buena vida? The Mexican G. The movie's called. I don't even know if you're being serious, bro. It's the prequel to Fast and the Furious. Isn't it be a part of the Fast and the Furious cinematic universe? Trump looking. Oh, wait. Trump looking for you, my guy. Nah, he knows where I'm at, my boy. He don't want to come to California. He knows how he be cracking out here, bro. Justin Bieber. Oh, Justin Bieber. All right. I never heard him be referred to as JP. That's why. Is. Oh, she's a singer. Fuck, I was way off. She's very popular. Serio? Damn. Bro, I have never heard her shit. I didn't even know she sang. I think I know who she is because my daughter, I think, has mentioned her, right? But I'm not too sure, right? Because I get them all confused. Wait, actually, you know what? I was actually gonna do a video on that. Damn, you know what? It's a good thing you reminded me because that shit completely slipped my head. But that was my original plan. I was supposed to make a video about that. So I'll definitely be making a video about that actually. Why would Shadow give a fuck about Justin Bieber? Serio? Pinche Justin Bieber? That fool got touched by Diddy. It's crazy. And you know what? Just watching that interview with Diddy and Justin Bieber, bro, there was all kinds of red flags in that, bro. That it's like, the fact that he's telling him he's gonna, give him a mansion. He's gonna give him, what was it a Lamborghini or a Ferrari? I forgot what it was, bro. But I'm just like, I know generosity exists out there. I know there's people that are kind-hearted and shit like that, right? But giving Diddy's track record, right, and his pettiness, right, because of all the rap beefs and all the scandals and everything like that, this was just out of place. Like him just not even knowing this, white kid, right, and just giving him all of this, right, when it's not like he's some kind of like kid that came, from a tragic background and shit like that, right? It just seemed like strange in general, right? And then how he was like, oh, we can't, discuss the location where we're at. That whole fucking shit just was fucking weird and strange. If I was a parent, I would have fucking got, man, no, hey, I'm gonna go pick up my kid, bro. Cause I don't know what the fuck people were thinking. Like, bro, does that shit not all come off as weird, bro? Like, who the fuck does that, homie? Nobody does that. It's like there's some shit going on, bro. you know? Yeah, that I don't know. But it's crazy because the parents will turn the other cheek because they just care about they just think ching. You know what I mean? So les vale verga what happens to their kid as long as they get that check. Sad truth. Usher, exactly. You know how you said, "Oh, I've seen a lot of things." Yeah, that I can't explain, and then they were like, "Hey, would you let if it was you now, would you let your kid go to like the to his like how happened to you?" He said, "Fuck no," but he said that nothing happened to him. He said nothing happened, and that it was all gravy, nothing like that. But yeah, when they ask him, "Would you let your kid go?" Fuck no. Like, well, nothing happened. I mean, but that response said a lot, homie. You know what I mean? That fool said, "Chales, carnal." Why do people come on here and try to make Trump jokes and racist jokes to get here on your nerves? I don't know. They think it's gonna work. They, I at least give them that they're persistent, right? And like I could recognize it, but yet they think that I'm just like, you know what I think it is? I think because a lot of other podcasters or YouTubers react to stuff like that, that they feel like they're gonna get the same reaction from me, right? But it's like it's just the internet, bro. None of this shit matters to me. I don't care. But I do see other people they get worked up, bro, and I know that's what these individuals want, and that's what fuels them, right? Because it is funny when people like how they let shit get to them. Is like, bro, why are you letting all that shit get to you, bro? It's just the fucking internet. Relax. I would think that they would have learned by now. Like, it's not gonna work, bro. People have already tried everything in their mother, bro. I just don't care. I really don't. I don't live on here. I get it for maybe somebody who spends their time on the internet or lives on the internet, right? They create this persona or fantasy world, right? What they wish that they could be in the real world but can't, right? So they create this image on here, right? So then when somebody comes now and is threatening that image, right? Threatening now how they're perceived on here. That's why they get triggered, right? They don't want their illusion to get, popped. Like the people that want to play the tough guy roles on here, right? Homie, I'll knock you out, homie. You don't know me back in the day, homie. I knocked out everybody, homie. Shit, I'll put hands on you, man. Like, what? First of all, you're incriminating yourself. Second of all, you don't even know this person. Like, I don't know. People are strange. Fragile egos, bro. I would appreciate you doing a video. It is popular in many countries, cultures, religion. I've also seen people say men are naturally. You know what? Yeah, but I'll definitely do a video on it. It'll be coming. Yeah, and it's crazy that how it does exist in a lot of different countries, right? It's normalized and it's I don't know. I see a lot of things wrong with that, but they used to fight for the uh, drunk stubs. Is funny. Jerry, tell me. Oh, Yeah, I seen that, bro, and I was just like that is crazy. Ice is coming. The ice company, like a slushy. He's talking about you. Today is Saturday. Is it? No, it's not. Oh wait, maybe in your country or wherever you're at. But here in the West Coast, we still on Friday. Broke his trigger when it car. Serio? Well, I don't know. I don't really know, people for me to actually know what's really happening. um, Milk says, films, Westlake, MacArthur Park. It was MacArthur Park was empty. Street vendors better. Oh, you mean like there was no street vendors? That's crazy because you know what? There is people that I know that I talk to, right, who have said that they have received in their workplace um a notice, right, saying that immigration was gonna go and investigate and and I guess I don't know, as for documentations and shit like that to their workplace, right? It's just a reminder letting the employees know that this is gonna be happening. And I was just like, what the fuck? And he showed it to me. I was tripping out. I was just like, he's like, have you gotten one at your job? I was like, nah. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's not so far fetched. But that's one of the things that I'm talking about, though. Like why though? Like this. I mean, they're working, bro. It's their workplace. Like, what's the issue? But if the whole targeting the criminals and all that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Because like that, you're gonna cripple a lot of businesses, bro. You know what I mean? And crippling businesses is not the best way to fix your economy. I know Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he was talking about it. And he said that he's not gonna fucking listen to those protocols and all that, right? He said that Trump is stupid. And it's like, well, my boy, he is the president, though. But I mean, it's your company, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how the legal battles go with that. Because I know he's not too much of a fan of. And he said that most NBA team owners don't like Trump's agenda because maybe they will probably cripple their businesses. They're trying to pay these motherfuckers, cheap. If they get some Americans gonna want to get paid, bro. These fools ain't trying to pay them. Do you think gangbanging is dying out, at least in California? Do I think it's dying out? Yes. I believe that one day it will completely, die out. Um, yes, gangs, even though they're still around, you still see their activity. Shit still cracks and everything like that. Gangs are not as large as they once were. You get me? And that's mainly because people have a better understanding of what actually makes an individual turn to the streets, right? And since people have a better understanding of that, is why you see fewer individuals out there, compared to like, past generation and our generations where you have, families coming from different parts, of the world and landing here, right? And just, not really so much understanding, you know, the new area that they're in, right? And not understanding, the situation and predicaments, right? Because first time experiencing, being in that kind of scenario, right? That, you know, individuals, probably didn't make the best choices, right? Not saying that they did that intentionally, right? But kind of just happened. And that's just my opinion on that. Back then, back in our generation, bro, you be out there in the streets, bro. You're like 11, 12, 13 years old. You'll be out there in the streets for like fucking 10 hours, bro. Like, since you get out of school, you probably get home like around 8 or 9. And parents not even knowing where the fuck you're at. And not even asking where you're at. You know, everybody was in the streets and parks and all this in there with their friends. You know, nobody was pretty much keeping track of their kids, bro. And what happens when you leave a group of kids by themselves without being supervised? They tend to do a lot of shit they're not supposed to be doing. Right? Parents weren't really asking where the fuck their kids. They were letting their kids go out on bikes or go. I'm gonna go to my friend's house. All right, that's it. You know. You know, fucking out there all hours of the night and shit. Like if they don't have school and they no homework. And you know, parents just weren't focusing on that kind of shit, bro. They kind of just let, you know, the kids, you know, roam the streets and, you know, and it was what it was. Until next, you know, they get the knock and the cops and hey, your son was just with the woman, and they're like, what? What the hell? Then they start wondering and panicking. And it's like, well, it's already too late, bro. They're already locked up or dead or whatever, bro. It's already too late to be wondering where the fuck they're at. You should have probably been wondering that before the scenario actually happened, but not real talk, bro. People weren't asking their kids, you know, where they weren't keeping track of their kids like that. People were out in the streets, you know, all kinds of hours. So you really just had to say, I'm gonna go with my friends, and that's it. Yeah. They didn't even ask where to or where, how you gonna get. And I know that just wasn't with me because, you know, it was the same with all the homies. And I'm telling you, this was even when we were young. And you seen that? You seen a bunch of kids out there, bro. It's kind of like it was normal. That kind of shit was normal. Hitchhiking was normal. You know, all that kind of shit is normal. Then till you realize all the crimes that started happening and you know, gangs and serial killers, and then, you know, people started realizing, oh, you know what, fuck, maybe we should probably keep better track of our kids. But by then it was already too late, no? Stacks laughing Big Joe wants money back. We just told us fools retired to be funny at what he did with Trump causing plane crash. I heard him talking about the plane, you know, but then again, he likes to do all kinds. He be hitting Ramirez after a lot. Yeah, Simone. Sometimes, yeah. You know, when I can't find what I'm looking for, I go there. Ramirez got everything, bro. Legit. They used to have burgers too, bro, but they stopped selling the burgers. I don't know why. They have everything at Ramirez, bro. That shit's just. Especially if you want to try something new, like some new kind of beer, you go there, right? I tried Korean beer from there, Japanese beer, which was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It was like this Buddha man. It came in a green bottle. It was pretty good. Um, what other kind of beer? From fucking Belgium. I mean, some of it was like, ugh. Like, I tried this one that was called, I think it was like New Patriot or some shit. Fuck, that shit was disgusting. I tried that's why I got the Danny Trejo beer too. That one was all right. Pachucos were gangbanging like these cholos. See, but Pachucos though, their form of gangbanging was a little bit different though. They were not they were doing it for different reasons though. You know, in their time, it was more about, you know, their, you know, heritage. You know, because their raza, they're being targeted, and, you know, the reason they're out there, you know, acting the way they're acting was because their ethnicity was getting attacked, bro, and they were defending their, you know, homes, their groups, their people. compared to nowadays where these individuals are just causing chaos and for you know terrorizing purposes, money gain, compared to these individuals that were doing it for or standing up, basically. Not so much that they were actually causing crime, but more standing up for their people, you know because our people were being targeted because of our ethnicity. And you couldn't just call the cops because the cops would be in on it, right? So these individuals had to band together and defend their own, because segregation was around, right? People could only be secluded to certain areas. You could only live in certain areas, and you weren't allowed to leave the areas at a certain time. And these individuals on the weekends, they used to get in pickup trucks and drive down to these areas and try to hog tie these individuals and beat on them and hang them and all kinds of shit, bro. That just wasn't only happening to the blacks, but to the raza as well. you know and like I said, you couldn't call the cops. The cops were in on it, bro. Back then, a lot. If you look up, the history of, the LAPD, a lot of them individuals used to be Ku Klux Klan members, KKK members. They had an all-white force. And they would be some of the participants that would, round up these individuals to go and go bully these people. So it's not like you could call the cops, right? They couldn't call nobody. That's why these individuals started defending their own. You see them with their bats and chains to defend themselves. Because back then, how can I say, you getting a hold of a firearm was very difficult and rare, right? That's why you see these individuals would be posted out there with bats and pipes and chains. They had to do what they had to do to defend themselves, right? But then you already know how power works, bro. More powerful you get, the bigger your ego starts to inflate, right? So then these individuals, now the bully became the bulliers, right? Then they forget about why they started and why they were doing what they were doing. They just now were looking to control and gain power, and because they liked the feeling, they became drunk with power, and then it mutated into what the gangs are known as today. Just like with anything or with any position, you see that, anytime somebody gets a position of power, it goes straight to their heads, bro, and they start abusing that power. Sadly, man really doesn't know how to handle that kind of shit. Cops love hookers and stuff. Well, yeah, cops are normal. They're people too, bro. They're just people like everybody else. They're just doing their jobs. If people really hear these officers, they're not really looking to do a lot of shit, bro. I know people because in the movies they paint them as these, want to be superhero types, right? But they're just regular people, bro. There's sometimes they don't want to deal with shit. There's sometimes their emotions get the best of them. There's sometimes that they make the same errors that any other individual out there makes. You get what I'm saying? It's just a job, bro. They really don't give a fuck. Maybe some do, bro, but a majority of them are just regular folks. They don't care. Like even they say, if they're off the clock, bro, they ain't even tripping. Once they're on the clock, then they'll trip. And people could be like, wow, that's why now we've been... Bro, this is not a movie. You'll be surprised how many times before the cops would let us go because they didn't want to do the paperwork, bro. I'm not just saying that just because, I'm looking to, downplay these individuals or looking to lie because, I have a certain view towards them. That's because that shit was the truth, bro. They would let us know that they're going to let us go because they ain't trying to fucking do all the paperwork. And that if they come back and they see us, then they'll take us in. But we already knew they weren't gonna come back. There's sometimes they would give us our shit back, bro. No lie. Put it on the trunk of the car just because they weren't trying to deal with it. But back then they didn't wear body cams, so they were able to do that shit. Now with the body cam on, now they can't do none of that shit, right? Which is a good thing why they wear body cam now. even though they don't like it, right? You hear law enforcement complain about it all the damn time, right? Like, oh, it's not like before. It's not like the good old days, you know? Imagine the reason that they're saying all of that. You can only imagine what they were doing when they didn't have to wear body cam before. That's the alarming part. Not like the good old days, they said. No, it's not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.